So today we thought we'd offer you some tips on what happens when you've got your property under offer, you've had a structural report done, or the buyers have carried out a structural on the property, and perhaps the structural report comes back with major defects on the report. So what do we do in that instance?
I think what needs to be clear is the idea of a building or structural report is essentially for the buyer to establish any major issues, but they also do typically mention maintenance suggestions. So understand that those maintenance suggestions are there for the buyer to keep an eye on moving forward, that they're things that they may need to look at doing in the future. They do not form part of the contract in terms of what the seller is obligated to do. So really it comes down to the major structural items, and those major structural items are typically, anything like within the roof or stumps, things like that. And don't panic.
Breathe.
That sometimes people read these reports and they get very overwhelmed, and that's why we're here as agents to alleviate that stress.
Absolutely.
We're not builders by any means, and we never ever say that we are.
Never claim to be.
Exactly. But we have great contractors that we then reach out to obtain quotes, and very often the seller's like, that's nowhere near as bad as I thought.
That's right.
So there's a few ways to deal with the issues. But I think take a deep breath, read through the report, understand what the major structural issues are, get the quote, and then evaluate.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just working through each of those items. If there's a few items, we're just dealing with one at a time, and we're there to help and support and find the right contractor to do the job as well.
And for buyers, don't panic when you get a list of maintenance, because every house has maintenance. This is not unusual. When you purchase a property, it's never going to say no maintenance.
No.
So often buyers can go, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. This is like a maintenance plan. So it'd be looking at those maintenance items going, okay, in about 3 years I might think about whatever
That's
it is
right.
that's listed there.
Yeah.
So, this is the thing, when you're purchasing a home, there needs to be an understanding that there will be some form of maintenance, but it doesn't mean that the home is worthless or hasn't been maintained.
That's right, exactly.
Things to do in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.